Hey guys, it's Frenzy Gaming here and welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be doing a sort of little tips kind of video. I used to do these quite often in the past and they were really popular, so I thought I would start doing these again as well as my usual commentaries every so often. Now today I'm going to be talking about commentaries and how you can improve your commentaries, because what a lot of you won't know is I actually am awful at speaking to a microphone, which you might think is odd considering I've been doing YouTube for over a year now and I have grown my channel quite a bit, but I struggle doing commentaries like this right now. I am constantly stuttering, pronouncing words wrong, just completely pausing for several seconds. And I'm going to explain to you guys how you can sort of disguise that and how you can improve your commentaries overall. So, the first thing, tip number one, I think I'm going to cover at least 5 in this video, is to get a better microphone. Now, of course, not everybody will be able to go out and buy a better microphone, so this is just a step in case you can. If you can afford a microphone, I'm using the Blue Snowball. It's less than £50. I really recommend it. It's a really top quality microphone for such a cheap price, really. It's really great, especially when you match that up with a couple of things that I have on my computer to make this better that we'll mention later on in the video. Having a better microphone is obviously the obvious but can be expensive way of improving your commentaries. Now, getting more into the pausing and stuttering and how you can improve the way you sound on a commentary and how to sort of make it easier for yourself is to do what I'm doing right now, which is to make notes. That is my second tip for this video. I have a list of all the things that I'm going to cover in this video, all the topics here on my iPad. It really helps me out during commentaries so that I don't just start rambling on about random stuff, or so that I don't kind of lose my focus. So I at least have those basic topics that I was planning on covering, so I make sure I don't miss anything out. That really helps me with my commentaries. It's one of my biggest tips for you guys. And so the other thing I'm now going to recommend is that you get Audacity. This can help you an awful lot, and I'm going to explain why now. My third tip is to get rid of your background noise. Now, I'm going to explain that you can do this in Audacity, but you can also just do this by putting a cushion around your microphone, is what I used to do when I used to record everything on my PS4, just by making sure all the doors are closed, windows are shut, all those kind of things to make your background noise less of an issue. Obviously, putting a cushion around the back of it, you can buy little attachments for your microphones that will kind of muffle background noise. But one of the best ways to actually remove background noise is to install Audacity, go into Audacity, and you can remove the background noise entirely. My PS4 sounds like a jet engine, but I bet you, even though I have it on copying something onto my USB right now, you won't be able to hear it that much in the video, even though my microphone is right next to it. It just removes the audio. It's amazing. It removes background noise so well. You know, but obviously you can't get Audacity and you are using the PS4, just doing anything, even just like a cushion, something makeshift, just to try and get rid of as much background noise as possible, because it can become really frustrating. My fourth tip is going to be to edit your stumbles or pauses out. Say if you pause for I pause sometimes for a straight 5-10 seconds in a video, and, you know, I'll have a voice crack which will completely throw me off, and sometimes I do record something 5 or 6 times, but if you're 5 minutes through a commentary, or a couple of minutes through a commentary, and then you suddenly just pause, instead of re-recording that again in Audacity, this is probably the best thing to do this, just to remove any big pauses. I'm not talking a little pause or a little stumble. You'll have heard me do that throughout the video, because you've probably been noticing that I'm doing it now, I've pointed it out. But it is really good to just kind of remove the big pauses. I'm not talking if you pause a second, that's fine to catch your breath or whatever, but big pauses, see what I mean? Pauses, I'll just leave that in anyway, are great to get rid of. And step number 5, this is probably going to be my final tip, this is for people who might think that their voice is too quiet or too loud or too high pitched, think you're too young. You can actually use softwares, again, such as Audacity. I swear this video is not all sponsored by Audacity, which is just free to install. It can really, really help, because you can edit your voice, you can edit how deep it sounds, how high pitched it sounds. You can't make it extremely deep, it's still going to sound like you, but also, if you have random crackles where it goes too high, I know I do this a lot, I speak into the microphone too loud and it's too loud for the microphone. This is especially if you have a cheaper microphone, say you're using a headset mic or something, where it can really just crackle and go really sharp noises if you go too loud. You can edit it straight out of your video by normalizing the audio, and that is an amazing thing to do. You can't change the way your voice sounds, but you can remove all the annoying things out of your voice and just try and make it sound as best as possible. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little tips video. I know this mostly just applies to YouTubers, but also to anyone who's kind of interested in how I do my commentaries. If you do want me to do an Audacity tutorial on how to edit all this, I will do one in the future. Tell me in the comment section down below. But if you want more like this, make sure you leave a like on the video. Let's try and get 20 likes like usual. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.